So now we learn the vectors between any 2 points in y-axis and x-axis. Okay. Suppose there is a point here which is A, which has coordinate x comma y. I have another coordinate here which is B, which has coordinate, let me call this is x1 comma y1, and this is x2 comma y2. Okay. Now I draw a vector between A and B. Let me call this vector as vector AB. So how do we write vector AB using the coordinates? That is what we have to learn now. Okay. I can just give a slightly better example. Suppose I have a point A which is x1, y1. I have a point B which is x2, y2, which is B. I draw a vector between A and B. Okay. I draw a vector between A and B. I call this as vector AB. My question is, how do I write vector AB using Cartesian coordinates? Okay. So this is very straightforward. What we first do is we draw a line which is parallel to x-axis passing through the point A. Okay. We draw another line from B which is parallel to y-axis. Okay. These two lines will intersect here at 90 degrees. Why at 90 degrees? Because they are parallel to x-axis and parallel to y-axis, and x and y-axis are at 90 degree. Correct? So what is the coordinates of this point? The coordinates of this point are very straightforward. Remember, A's y coordinate is y1. So this will remain same for all the points. You notice? This is y1. It will remain same all the points on this line, y1. Okay. Similarly, x coordinate of B, which is x2, will remain same for all the points on this line, vertical line. So this x coordinate will be x2. So x coordinate is x2 and y coordinate is y1. Now I can use triangle law and draw my two vectors. What could be my two vectors? One, let me call this point as P. So I can have a vector from here to here. I can call this as vector AP. Okay. And then I can draw another vector. What is another vector? From P to B. I can draw another vector from P to B. I can call this vector as PB. Is this clear? So I have one vector AP. I have another vector PB. So now you can see it's again a triangle. Tail of PB is at the head of AP. So third side is the resultant side then. Then I can always write vector AB is nothing but it is equal to AP plus PB. Am I right? Now we need to find out what is AP and therefore also what is PB. To find out what is AP, we will first find the length of AP. What is length of AP? So you can now see this, no, not Pythagorean. This is x1 and this is x2. So length of AP is in between the two, correct? So what will be the length of AP? Remember, all distances are measured from the origin. That means from here to here it's x1. From here to here it's x2. So what is the in-between length? X2 minus x1, which is nothing but the length of AP. So length of AP is nothing but x2 minus x1. So how do we get vector AP then? So remember, this is a magnitude. To get a vector from a magnitude, we multiply by I cap, unit vector. Unit vector along the x-axis is I cap. So x2 minus x1 into I cap. Correct? Similarly, what will be your length PB? So you can easily see this point is y2. This is y1. So this length is nothing but y2 minus y1. Am I right? So your PB, length of PB is nothing but y2 minus y1. Correct? So what is the vector PB now? So you need direction. You have got magnitude. Now this is along the y-axis. So you take the unit vector along the y-axis and multiply. So what do you get? y2 minus y1 into j cap. Correct? So what do you get now? AB as vector AB as x, difference of the x component into unit vector about x-axis. This is plus PB, difference of the y component into unit vector about y-axis. Similarly, अगर तीसरा भी कोऑर्डिनेट होता तो हम क्या करते? 3D 3D में होता तो हम कैसे लिखते? x2 minus x1 I cap plus y2 minus y1 j cap plus, राइट, हम ऐसे लिखते हैं. तो ये 3 डायमेंशन में रिप्रेजेंटेशन हो जाता है. मान लो एक पॉइंट ओरिजिन पे चला जाए. सपोज A इज ओरिजिन. इफ A is origin, then what do you get? If A is origin, what will be the coordinates? 0, 0, 0. In that case, your vector AB will be your x1. Remember, 1 is A coordinates where x1, y1, z1. So x1, y1, z1 तीनों 0 हो जाएंगे. Means this will become 0, this will become 0, this will become 0. So you are left with only one coordinate, x2 I cap plus y2 j cap plus z2 k cap. This is what we were doing earlier. Okay. For example, here when we write vectors as x I cap, y j cap, k cap, we wrote it from the origin, if you remember. तो उसमें दूसरा पॉइंट नहीं आया था. But if it is not a origin, then you have to use the subtraction method. Okay, so I can put this in the box, right?